Oh, crystal clear. Look at that.
Man, every puddle you can see.
Wow. Oh,
Still cold though.
yeah, still biting.
Still chilly.
Oh, wow, though. Just amazing. Oh. All right. Past the diaphragm. All right. Good morning, Seth.
Good morning, Dave.
Oh.
Yeah.
And there we are.
Got the timer going.
Okay, so here we are.
Yeah.
Back out in the water. A little lighter out here.
Man,
yeah.
I think May marks our earliest morning. I think once we hit around mid-May is our earliest sunrise.
The earliest sunrise.
Yeah. And then it starts kind of ticking the other way again.
Really?
Well, when I did the sunrise on that chart,
Yeah.
I think I got to like 5:42
Yeah.
was sunrise.
Uh-huh.
And then when I started pushing further than that, it started to go like 5:51.
Uh-huh.
So, but I thought it was June was solstice.
Yeah, that's
Like
right.
June 21st. So
I thought the whole thing was, the idea was a solstice.
it could be too that I just went as far as May and stopped. So I should be just out to lunch.
I just want to see if we can get this on the camera, but the mountains, just amazing.
Victoria showed up to play today.
It really did. And way off in the distance, we can see the, I don't know what range that is.
Cascades.
The Cascade Mountains. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Beautiful downtown Victoria. There is the base where nobody's going to work today.
Nope.
And it's day 8 of the strike. And there's Gabby. Gabby on the beach.
Man, and in the news, you don't see, like, I'm not seeing anything of like a resolution.
No. And the funny thing is when I'm listening to, watching the footage I can see on it, I'm seeing a lot of back and forth, and they're basically down to 3 problems.
Yeah.
It's the work from home,
Wage.
or the telecommunication, the wage, of course, and then there's this thing about getting about contracting out.
Right.
Now the funny thing is that they want zero contracting out, and when I was speaking to a few people in the know, you can't do that with government. You can't do zero contracting out.
Right.
Like you want the job protection, but contracting out is, you gotta have some, just for new technology and also just staff. Sometimes it just happens. You just don't have enough staff to do some stuff.
Yeah, well, absolutely.
So here we are, beautiful calm morning. Wow, the last time we were here it was a little wavy.
Was it the last time?
No, it wasn't the last time. Last time was pretty
yeah.
tolerable. It was actually really nice, but it wasn't this calm. Wow, this is like a sheet of glass.
So what have you been up to this week then? With
well, the funny thing is the absence of work. We go down to the picket line and we try to cross, but I feel scared for my health, my well-being. Today and in the future. So I say okay, nay to crossing. And then they say, okay, well then I sit around the line and they say, well, just go home because you're not supporting us by being here,
right,
but you're supporting us by not crossing. So like, okay, that's a win. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's not bad being having some extra days off. Unplanned vacation, but it is what it is. So getting a lot of stuff done. Gabby's new in town, so we've been doing a lot of touristy stuff.
Right.
Mount Ptolemy, Mount Doug, Inner Harbor. Went and got some ice cream downtown. Those really fancy ice cream shops. But one thing we did yesterday, which was pretty cool, was we redid the library in my house.
Okay.
And you've never been there, but I've got a liquor collection, a bourbon collection, and it was all
the room you just redid. Like this year, magic or like
yeah. Just painted the walls that hunter green. Right. Got the deer head up on the wall, and nice. And so still haven't hung all the pictures yet. But what we did is yesterday we took all the well, I shouldn't say we. I mean, I drank coffee and watched Gabby do it. Gabby's an organizer, right? She doesn't like she doesn't like disorganization. And she noticed that the shelf with the booze on it looked a little heavy. So she spread it out. Ends up it's now 4 shelves of booze. And she was saying, what would look really good is if you had some lights on these shelves behind it.
Right, a little backlighting.
So that's what we did yesterday, was put the backlighting on. And then last night we turned all the lights off and just have the backlighting on the shelves, lighting up the back of the booze, coming through the amber ale, the amber distilled whiskey.
Did she partake in the odd drink you poo?
Not at all.
No?
Not at all. Last night she had a little bit of Frangelico. It's like a nutmeg liqueur.
Right.
She enjoyed that. She had maybe not even half a sip before she said, "That's enough."
Right.
She doesn't. No, she doesn't imbibe. She doesn't drink coffee. Doesn't do anything of the bad stuff, right?
Oh.
So she's healthy.
Oh man.
So it's been really cool. Like, I've been getting some stuff done, getting some the house cleaned up, and getting ready for my big spring clean where we take everything, move all the furniture and clean underneath and stuff.
Nice.
Getting ready for that. But the biggest thing we're doing is we're planning for our next trip, which is going to be in Croatia. We're going back to Croatia.
Nice.
But this time we're going to the pretty part of Croatia, which will be nice, because Zagreb, the capital, is
more of the gritty side.
It's what I imagine Eastern European cities would look like. Yeah.
It's where the tourists don't go.
Yeah. So how about yourself?
It's been an interesting week. Taking a few mental health days.
Mm-hmm.
With everything going on, I just feel like I need to stay home and get my brain in the right spot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's. I always find when things like this happen, especially unannounced or just out of the blue, when I have periods of time at home by myself, I kind of go a bit stir crazy, and my wife notices it. She's like, "You got to make a plan and do something.
Really?
Because you're driving me crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always been like this. Anytime I had like break and work contracts or something, and I go home for any period of time, I don't know. It's just I'll just start cleaning everything. Which is, I guess, isn't a bad thing.
There's worse problems to have.
But it's just...
Oh, no,
it's
he's
not
too
a
clean.
Good cleaning.
Yeah.
I've become very protective of it. Then Jen and I will get home like, I just cleaned that.
Yeah.
Right? And
yeah, that's the funny thing. It's when I was younger, it was like, why make the bed? It's just going to get messy again. Yeah. And I can't remember who wrote the book. It was a ex-Navy SEAL who wrote the book, Just Make Your Bed.
Right.
Or Make Your Bed. Whatever. And so I started doing that, and I realized, at first it was funny, like, I'm not going to make my bed. It's stupid. I live by myself. What's the big deal? And then one day I thought, you know what? I read the book because it said it's going to change your life. And I said, whatever. Yeah. So I read the book just to say, okay, fine. I'll prove you all wrong. Right. I'll prove you wrong. I will do what you say is going to be good for me just to prove you wrong. And I got up, made my bed. I'm like, don't feel any different. Bed's made, whatever. Went to work, did my thing, came home.
Saw the bed.
I'm like, huh, I get it now. Yeah. I deserve to come home to a clean room.
And the moment you cleaned your bed, you've already accomplished one thing that day.
Yeah.
So you could have the worst day the rest of the day. You still accomplished one thing.
Did something.
You
did something. So, and again, like I like to bring it back to the cold.
Yeah.
A lot of people, when I tell them about this, I say there's benefits to it, and everyone I say this to is the same thing. What could possibly be a benefit to it? I said, well, it's kind of like making your bed. Exactly. You don't realize the benefit of it until you do it, and you go through and you suffer. It's not fish now that I can see, but it's just this kelpy seaweed underneath me. But god damn, it's freaking me out when I back into it. Yeah. So I realized that cleaning is one of those things that I never was. How do I say this? I'm not unhygienic, but I'm untidy. Right. I guess that's the best way to describe it. So for me, I always felt like untidy was a good way to be. And now with Gabby here, well, she's not that way. Right. She likes things clean. She likes things organized. Yeah. Which is a good thing for my taxes. Next year it's gonna be great. So
I'm a creature like a creature of habit as well. Like I like routine.
Yeah.
And so when you kind of yank that out from under me, I'm kind of like, whoa. I don't have a plan here. Like,
well, there's safety in routine too. It's predictability, and when that's taken away from us, a lot of times, some people it's a real problem.
Right.
Some people they're like, whatever.
Oh, absolutely. I find I'm in periods like that. There's some moments where I'm more of the spontaneous type, and I'll just kind of go with the flow. But then, for I guess everyday life.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and I
like that.
Yeah, like I said, ooh, look over there. We got some rain coming.
Oh, yeah, they were calling for that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, did you see the news there last Sunday morning? So what was it? Monday morning, I went on Check News, and there's the top page, the top news article.
Yeah.
Shows this cougar in a driveway.
Oh, yeah.
With a dead deer, and that is just right up here. Like, and it happened like. The picture was taken like at 7, the lady from the window.
Yeah.
And the article was like 6:55.
Yeah.
So we would have had to have like driven past.
That is so awesome.
Without even knowing it.
I got to tell Gabby this because when Gabby, we were walking through this trail, and it says,
up the hill here.
we got to get that up there. Well, when we were here, we were going through a trail, and I was telling Gabby, where we saw a sign says, you know, in the event of running into a bear, in the event of running into a cougar, and she's like, what? What did I get myself into? So I got to toss, hey, Gabby, you know that cougar we saw on the news? It just right over there. We probably drove past it.
No way.
Yeah, just like a couple of blocks up the road.
It's funny, you know. She I don't think they had a lot of animals like that in her part of Croatia, but they did have a problem with bears apparently.
Oh, really?
Over there he is.
Oh, yeah.
There he is. I like to know where he is. Yeah, he's over there now. That's our third member, or that's the fourth member of Dark Matters.
The OG.
That's the OG. That's his. We're in his bedroom right now.
Yeah.
We're messing up his stuff. But she was a little bit freaked out about the wildlife here.
Right.
And I was explaining, you know, like we're never gonna bump into a bear or possibly a cougar.
Right. Well, one of Jen's workmates, what was it, yesterday, was hiking up at Havenwood there, up at the end of Veterans.
Oh yeah.
And she was walking her dog, and she said all of a sudden the dog just stopped, and you can see the hackles go up.
Really?
And like 12 feet away, a cougar just walked by, just looked, and just kept walking.
Wow, that is awesome.
Because there's 2 of them around. There's like 3 or 4 of them right now in the neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is that we've
eaten well.
That's what I'm saying is we've given them so much food because nobody ever touches the deer, and so there's so many deer around, and it's just, I think they love that stuff.
And the forest up there backs onto like the buffet of Saint Elementary, and we haven't heard anything there yet, right? So.
Well, you know, I say leave the cougars alone because we're going to get a lot faster kids if we we're going to have the kids are going to get so much faster and thinner.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to be nothing but health.
Easier to get them off the playground there.
That's right. Recess is over. They'll be clinging to the doors during recess. Let us in.
Stalking out in the field. Oh man.
Anyways, folks, thanks so much for watching the show, and make sure you subscribe, hit the like button if you like what you're watching, and remember, here it is. It's Wednesday morning. It's a little later this morning. We're here at 6:30, but normally we're here at 5:30. Come join us. Come get in the cold and get to experience what we do with the health benefits of that, and
just be out in nature.
Yeah,
look at this.
So yeah, make sure you get out there, like, subscribe, share, get in the fucking